And if you have not yet gone completely mad in this mad world, that means you have some access to the stillness inside you. You may not remember it afterwards because it's not memorable, since stillness is timeless and the mind cannot memorize it or think, oh, that was interesting, I'll remember that, because stillness is not interesting. Interesting is a mental thing. Just as our weekend here is not going to be interesting. You may have noticed that already. But interesting is not the ultimate. It's only the ultimate to the human mind. You can go out here and look at a tree, or a flower, or the sunset, and could you say, this sunset is interesting? Only if you were trying to write a PhD about sunsets. If you had to analyze it, or the oak tree becomes interesting the moment you start to analyze it mentally. And there is a place for that also in this dimension. But if you get caught up on that dimension only, where you break things up into little bits and pieces and analyze them, and by the way, most kinds of analysis, you have to kill the thing first before you can analyze it, or in the process of analysis it gets killed. But if you just be with the oak tree, contemplate it, truly look, then what you're looking at goes beyond interesting, is far deeper than interesting. The same as the sunset. There's nothing interesting about it, and yet it is awe-inspiring. It is deep. There's a depth there that defies analysis by the mind. And the moment you analyze it, you have reduced it to something lifeless. And most people in our civilization, and this has been going on for a long time, are trapped in that dimension where compulsively they go about their life analyzing, interpreting and labeling things as soon as they enter their field of consciousness. They do it to people, they do it to situations that they encounter, immediately have some personal reactive relationship to it. They do it to nature, and they can no longer perceive the sacredness that is there in nature, because they approach it only through thinking. Every thought in your mind, when you're not aware of it as a thought, has a sense of self in it, a sense of I am. You identify with the movement of thought. And that is the essence of unconscious living. And that is why people continuously live for the future. The thought form of future, where they are hoping to complete their insufficient sense of self. The happy ending of my story. This is not to say you should not pursue certain activities, learn new things, explore new countries, meet new people, learn this and that, acquire knowledge, expertise here and there, develop your abilities, physical or mental, and create whatever you are called upon to create in this world. It is beautiful to create in this world. And on that level, of course, there is always more that you could do. And as you grow older, there are certain things that you can no longer do. So gradually, on the level of form, your life becomes reduced. There are already many, many things that it is unlikely that I will be able to do. I'm not going to win the title at Wimbledon anymore. It would be a miracle if I managed to do that. Not totally impossible, but I'm not even going to try it. And many other things would say, well, it's too late. And this is true. It's for many things, it's too late. On the level of form, I need to accept, yes, no, I'm not going to be the heavyweight boxing champion. It's just too late for that, or it never was possible. So on the level of form, yes, depending on where you are in years, there may still be many things that you can add to what you can do and what you know and what you explore. Or it may be that you're reaching the end of the lifespan of this form, so there's little time left and there isn't that much more that you can add to yourself. And that's fine too. Now the question is, are you looking for yourself when you attempt to add more to who you are? And that is the dilemma of human existence. There is a compulsive searching for more. Not that there's anything wrong with doing new things. No. But there is a compulsive striving towards the next moment and the next, hoping to add more to who I think I am. Thought forms, possessions, attainments, recognition by other people, all thought forms. I have not enough yet, I don't feel secure enough, I only have 5 houses and 3 cars, and I still don't feel secure. And I think the houses are not big enough. That must be the reason. Or they write about me in the papers and then, okay, by the way, I don't have 5 houses, it's just an example. Or get recognition they all write about me, and then I read in the papers, finally people have recognized who I am. They think I'm great. And that temporarily gives you the feeling of I have now added that universal recognition to who I think I am. And many people strive for that. They think, when are they going to discover me? When are they going to realize that I am special? They may never realize it.